test something out. It's time to go to the cover. But recently someone mentioned me about doing the spine differently. And I want to test that out if that is perhaps the perfect doing the spine for my project right here. Because with this one I definitely need, well, definitely, that's a big word, but I love to add some book-binded linen on the spine for not cracking, but that means that it's getting thicker and thicker every single time. So, and for this method that I'm gonna try right now, before I'm gonna start with this one, just gonna see which method I like the best. So I cut again the chipboard pieces, and let's test that out. I like to test that with you together. So someone mentioned me that method doing the spine, so I'm just going and see how it goes. So first of all, I need to I need to wrap my covers with the color that I like, and of course I used black on the tower. Well, yeah, I made two. Okay, so the tryout I did yesterday also with some papers on, so yeah, I made two. I could not put that away, and I just wanted to make two. But then a little different decoration, so you will see at the end. I'm gonna show you how it is. Alright, so the next thing that I like to test out, because this is a testing video. Recently I received a tool to make corners perfect from Rosie from England. And I definitely want to test that out, because normally I would just use my scissors, but I want to test that out. So that is this little tool, and it's from, I have no idea, www.colorwayart.com, if you can see that. So I'm gonna use this for the first time. So the meaning is that you get perfect corners each time. So I have no idea. I did see this many times passing by, and yeah, I know if I had some cutting mat underneath, then I just could cut this away with my scissor, because this is metal. But since I do not have, I am just going to use my pencil mark. Alright, so I am gonna cut that pencil mark off, and then we shall see what this does. Alright, so the meaning, I believe, from this tool is to get each time the perfect amount away from this edge. Normally I just eyeball it, but let's just check it out. Alright, just wrap this paper as we would normally do. I always start with the large side. Don't know why, just because. You can use your bone folder for this, or your fingers, or your ruler. As you can see, with a bone folder it works perfectly. And then just push this down nicely against those edges. Here we go. Let's go to the other side. If you hear people talking, there are people working on the, oh my gosh, what's the word? Riolering. Help me out, guys. What's the word in English? Riolering. Where the water is going when it's raining? Oh my gosh, no idea. So that is really not a bad thing, because I'm Dutch and I'm not a perfect English talker, but yeah. Alright, I have no idea. Sure? No, that's not the word. Anyway, no big deal. Some people are working at the street right now. Okay, so what does this tool leaves me? That leaves me this little overlapping. Do you see that right here? And that gives me the opportunity to fold this a little inside, or you can just make this a little flat, but the meaning is that you fold this a little inside. Okay, let's test it out. I think it's a little too far, but some people of you really love this tool. Never used it before, so I am just in the testing mode. Maybe I use it wrong. That's a possibility too, of course. No idea. Okay, so that leaves me this corner. Oh, it's not that bad, actually. See right here. Now I would like to cut this little area just a little inwards. Yep, now I like it. See, I don't want to pop things off. Same way on here. Well, this one is perfectly glued down. Alright, so okay, cool. Now the next thing that I like to test it out, you also can just use your bone folder and just squeeze it nicely flat, just like this. And as you can go, if you flap this in, then you have a perfect flap. But alright, let me test that out. I think the meaning is that you fold it inwards, but perhaps my method is not that perfect. So I'm just gonna see what is the best way for me, because yeah, you know me. I always have. Okay, now this method leaves me still cutting this little piece, wanting to cut it, but then I have the perfect cut, the perfect corner. See that? You have. Yes, you have. Okay. After I did cut that little tiny little piece, then I do have a perfect round. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, we have another one to test things out, so let's test it one more time. But you will have a perfect, nice round cut. So that is, yeah. Actually, I do like it. It's a bit the same way as I would do normally, but yes, Jose, I agree with you. It is a handy tool. For those who always struggle for the corners, it can be a perfect tool for those people. I also believe that you can make something with this with chipboard to make your own, but the metal will be handy to use a knife. If you have your cutting plate, your cutting mat under here, then it would be perfect to use a knife for that, of course. Alright, but I do not have, so I'm just gonna keep continuing using just my my pencil mark. All right, but it is handy. Yep, it is. It's just an extra handling, but not that bad. I do gonna cut my pencil mark off because I think otherwise it is a little bit too long from the corner. So I'm just gonna cut along that pencil mark. I'm just gonna cut my pencil mark off, so that leaves me just a little slidey tiny bit shorter to the corner. I was just listening what the guys was shouting outside. Go to the other corner. Okay, let's see if I can fold this around with this one, because this is flatter. Alright, now I did fold it around, so let me check that out with this one. Yep. See, now I did fold around it. This bone folder is not that thin as this one, so it folds easily around it. Alright, so let me check that out. Okay, so this is the corner when I fold it around, but that makes it a little, this one is better than this one. So, alright, so this one you see is a little, not that clean as this one, but I think I do like the folding flat method better. Then I have a more cleaner fold line. I hope they are pretty much ready soon, because my dog Chevy is driving nuts because they are so close to our window. Alright, so but this method still needs to, but if I do it without the tool, I always do that too, just to cut that just a little tiny corner. And then in my opinion leaves us the perfect corner. You see that? I think I like this method better than that fold in. That fold in gives me a little bulk, which I don't like. Okay, so that is not that difficult. Okay, so now continuing with the spine. Okay, so we need, let me check that out. This is for sure. Just use a new piece of paper. Okay, let me. So it's the first time that I ever try this out, but my dear friend told me, try it out, Diane. You will love it. You don't need to worry about the spine, the crack. You don't need to use any of the bookbinder's linen, but I do love to use that. But Let's test it out. Testing. I believe it was something like this. I don't know for sure, but this one needs to be shorter at least. Okay, we need to make a flap like this. Okay, the meaning is that this goes right here. Okay, let's do my vision of this. So we need to we can use my tool. We can use this right away too. Let me just continuing using this tool. Just because. Okay. So what if I cut this, and again I'm gonna cut, I'm just gonna follow the lines, guys. I am just gonna follow the lines. Let's be in the testing mode. Okay, then I believe we can do first the top. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then again I'm just gonna fold this nicely flat. Let's go to the other side. Same thing with this one. Alright, then we have this. Now the meaning is that this is going to be right here. So I think it's better to fold this first. Is that a better way to do it? I have no idea, but I'm gonna try on one side. So first thing I like to do is make sure that this is nicely fold this way. Okay. How do you know how far you can be? Because this is the meaning then. Test that out. This is the meaning that this is be on here with just this flap. Well, I'm just gonna try it out. If it's not for me, then I'm just gonna throw this away, or I'm gonna leave the black off, but we are in testing mode and I have no clue how close this needs to be. No idea. Perhaps again it was better to watch that video of her that she sent me, but you know me, I like to just okay, so just add this against this. No idea if I need some space, absolutely no idea, but let me test this out. I'm just gonna put this against it, and then if it's not okay, if I needed some space, then I'm just gonna tear it off. Okay. Alright. That's a nice clean. Alright. That is nice. That is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Side. The only thing that I am worried about a bit is that we don't have anything left to put papers in here. You know what I mean? Normally we'll have a groove, a little groove, but to cover this up. Okay, but perhaps it was better to cover the spine first in black. Perhaps that was better. Okay, but for now we are in the testing mode. And I don't mind playing with this several times, as long as I learn each time. That's perfectly fine. Okay, again, I'm gonna lay this flat nicely against this, and then I just put the flap on. But I wonder now that you don't have anything to put something in. Okay. Of course you have to let this dry, of course. But then you do have a very nice clean edge. If you add your design paper on here, you don't have to worry about cracking this. Alright, so that is the perfect method, I think. Yes, it is. You even can put some clamps on here so the glue is perfect attached. But I believe, oh wow, especially for this occasion, cool. See that? And it's still flat. It's flat as hell. Sorry that I curves. Oh my gosh, I do love it. I do. Thanks for the tip, guys. Alright, see that nice crispy edge? So now I don't have to wrap this around to be scared that this crack. Oh wow. That's a great idea, especially for this one. Oh, I forgot. Why is this not fitting? Did I? Okay, this is also a thing for me because I use these measurements and those measurements are not correct, as I can't fit this in here. Alright, why not? That is a thing. Oh yeah, that's my mistake. I did not cut this one at 8. My mistake. Oh my goodness. Alright, my mistake. The size is correct. I just cut it not correctly. So now I can test this out. Alright, so then I need to make another one. My mistake. I cut the wrong sizes. But that means that I can do one all over again and just gonna see how I can improve some of this, because normally we would add some papers on here, but if I do that I have no place or anything. So perhaps it would be nice to cover this also first with black papers and then make those flaps. Okay, so I am gonna cut one more, gonna do it all over again with the correct sizes so I can see that this fits perfectly in that tower. And again, I do not throw this away. Nope, never. I'm never throw this away. See, that's my mistake. I did not cut this in 8 inches. Totally forgot about that. But it's a very nice clean cut. It is. It's nice. This one lays also flat. It does. But I have no clue how this ends with paper when you're going to use it all the time. So that's why I always like to cover this up with bookbinder's linen. And with this one you don't need to. And it's very, very, very nice, clean edge. If you can see that. See the difference? Wow. Yeah, I do love it. So cool. So I'm gonna make another one. Yes, I am. And then I'll come back to you, and I think I'm gonna wrap this. Really hope. Yeah, I will. When I come to this spot, I will come back to you, and I can film this without being sued on YouTube, because those workers in front of my house are having the radio on. So I'm gonna try to talk as much as I can to avoid that sound of their radio that is on. So, oh my gosh, do I even need to do this? Yes, I do, because I really hate that YouTube will turn this video off just because of that. So, so yeah, that is the deal, what we are dealing with. Okay, so the first thing that I just did, instead of only let my dogs out for a pee, I watched that video that my dear friend from the UK sent me to watch, and I know this method Tamara also did with Country Craft Creations. So definitely do not say that I invented this, because it's not. It's something that not only I saw, but also that dear friend of mine. And I must say the method that I did earlier was the same way as she did. And that was, by the way, a Crealis video, and I believe it was Patty that does the same method. And thank you, Patty, for making another video. Very, very nice. And yeah, and I did saw Tamara also, by the way. So Tamara and Patty, they both used the same method, and I never used that method earlier. But I must say that I really like it. So this is, for now, still the tryout. And so it was the exactly same thing that they did. So what I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna do it a little different. Yeah, you know me. Because I watched that video, and in that video, Patty, yeah, I can call her Patty. Patty did made that binding, that hidden hinge binding with the flaps on side here. So she makes it exactly the same. So with the hinges on top here and that flap overlapping this one. So she just fold this, yeah, same as we normally do. I can do still with this one. But for me, I use that method not that much, that hidden hinge method. I normally use waterfall hinges or stack to deck hinges. And then I definitely want that this is nicely covered already. So that is why I'm gonna change it a bit. And I'm gonna cover this spine. So when I am ready, then I will see right away a nice clean edge like this. Okay, now the next piece of paper is of course for the flaps. Yeah, we still need the flaps. So I'm gonna glue down this one. And I don't have to wrap this around this time. So I can put this a little smaller than this one. Can I? Well, let's just cut this the same size. Because I don't have to wrap it around. Or is it sturdier to wrap it first of all? I don't think so, but let me try it out. I am gonna cut it. Okay, let's check that out. If I glue this down, I don't want to overlap it. So I see I can cut down just that little millimeter off. And then I think it's perfect. So if I push my fingers on here, then I don't feel this black flap. And that means that I cut it perfectly. Alright, moving my chair a little bit closer. Alright, guys. Testing. We are in the testing mode. Alright, so if I put this on here, then I can still add that as the same way. So let's do that. Let's add this on. I hope I do it all correctly. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Sometimes I like to smooth this a little out, so I know nothing much is coming under. Alright, I just eyeball this in the middle, guys. I just eyeball this in the middle. Again, testing it out with my fingers so I do not feel any paper coming underneath. So this will be actually the outside. It does. So perhaps it was better to wrap it around. Because now you will, oh yeah, definitely. Alright, my mistake, but I still can change it. I only have to change this. Okay, that is, it is. The best way to do is unwrap, you need to wrap it around, guys. Then you have a nice, clean, wrapping spine. Okay, like I said, I'm in the testing mode, so don't do this right away. This is a testing video. I definitely will put that in the this not in the description, in the title of this video. Testing scrapqueen testing video. Okay, now you don't have to be that long, so this is nice. Trying to be not as filthy with that. With the glue. Alright. Again, I'm gonna cut this. Alright. That is cool. Cool, cool, cool. What shall we do? Shall we do it completely the same as we did earlier? Or shall I just use another method? Just wrapping this around and then cut it? Well, I am not particularly so this time I am not cutting those corners. I'm just gonna wrap this around. Well, then I don't see my beautiful wrapped in spine. Okay guys. Well, it's not a problem because I definitely have this wrapped in. And that was the meaning to wrap it in the first place. And now the second thing that I like is have this wrapped around. So you do have a nice wrapped spine for the tops. So that's the beauty of this. I need to sneeze guys. Okay. Sorry about that. That can happen. Of course. Whew, that was a nice squeeze. Ah, love it. Oh my gosh, who else loves to sneeze? I just love it. I don't know why, but it gets me the shivers. Anyway, a good sneeze does that. Okay, again, I am gonna cut just on a little angle till the corner. Definitely till the corner. Yep. Put some glue on. Or tape. Or tape if you are a tape lover. I am a tape lover, but sometimes glue is a little faster. Okay, that's that. Alright, so now we have a nice wrapped around spine. Cool. Now the next thing is, of course, you don't need this, so I can cut this in an angle. Oh yes, till that nice angle. See, so now we are back to the same thing, but only I wrap this around. Okay, so it leaves me a better, yeah, I definitely like this way better. Alright, so now again I am gonna fold this around, same as I would normally do. And I also gonna fold it right here. Now see if your corners are nice, or do you need some adjustment? I don't think so, perhaps just a little tiny little bit. Yep, that's better. Alright guys, grab your first one and let's test this out. Okay, so that's nicely against it, and then just Yeah, okay, cool. The first one I used just glue, but for this one I'm just gonna test it out if it's better. I don't have any clue if it is better, but I am gonna test it out. I think I'm gonna use the glue, but especially only at right here. I think it will be a little bit better, but let's test it out. As I say, I always have to learn to use my non-stick scissor to cut my tape. I always forgetting that. All right. Peel it off. And I'm still gonna add some glue, but not as close to the edge. Just here we go. Okay. I think I still am using a little too much glue, but. Okay. How do I attach this? Oh yeah, this way. Almost forgot. Alright, make this nicely and even, nicely against it, and just fold it over. Burnish it down. Oh my gosh, this is a nice clean fold line, which will remain a nice cute fold line because of using a waterfall hinge or a stack the deck. Oh my gosh, this is so clean and cute. Wow, look at that. That is the cleanest spine I've ever saw. Perfect. Alright, so let's do the other side. And it's always nice to learn new things, of course. Guys, do not talk that much outside my house. Alright, again I'm going to use some tape because I do like that clean edge. But at least I don't hear any radio on for now, so that's cool. Perhaps they are almost ready, but gosh, my dog do not like them. Alright. Can't blame her. She needs to secure me, of course. Alright, put some glue on. But like I just say, we are never too old to test new things out. Yeah, some of you like this method, some guys like other methods, and yeah, that's totally fine to do what you like, of course. Do it your way, I always say. Alright, again. I'm gonna lay this flat. Oh my gosh, it is really easy to do, guys. It is. There we go. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. If you have anything that you would like to clean off right away, then this is the time to do that. Okay. Wow. And I have no idea how sturdy this will be, but for small albums, it is perfect. Yeah, it is. But I definitely still am if you are making big albums, then I really think that other spine with bookbinders linen and everything is stronger. But to do a small thing like this, yeah, I do like it. Especially when now you can just put papers on here, 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 so you don't have to wrap this around. Okay. And now I do have this nice clean covering up instead of this one. So this one is good. It is perfectly fine, but I like this better. But that's only, if you use this, then it's good for the waterfall binding and the stack the deck binding. But if you do just the hidden hinge method, then you can overlap papers like this and you don't have to watch this chipboard either. So that is just my 2 little tips. 2 tips, it's actually 1 tip. Okay, cool. Yep, I like it. Now, the moment of truth. Does this fit in my cabinet? My little tower. Of course it does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It fits perfect. Yeah, this looks way better. This looks stunning. Yep. So I definitely gonna decorate this and then I go to the inside because I am gonna use a nice thing for here. I don't know, a little pull thing. So it looks like a little drawer. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and this was my little trial. Next I'm gonna start decorate this little album that I just remake for the spine, because now I just can cover this up with papers, and from there on we're continuing. I'm going to use this little pull nicely in the middle. But first but not least, we are going to cover this with papers. Now, which one do you like to use? Which one would fit nicely on here? I'm just going to watch around which one will be nice. Okay, which one? Okay, this one we all used. Which one would be nice to use? Perhaps this one. Absolutely cute. Maybe this one. Oh, that's an option. Or love this blue one. That is an option too. With the pull. But I also love the blue one. To bring that back. What do you say? So it looks like a drawer. Or we can use this one. What did I use on top? Oh yeah, that blue one. That blue one will be nice too. Options. I think I will. I think I will go for this one. I don't know. This or this. This is a little more subtle than this. I go for the dark one. What do you say? Shall I do a light one? We also can do this one to let it come back. No, I go for this one. I go for the dots, guys. I go for the dots. Or perhaps a nice blue one. Just simple blue one. What do you think? Blue? Oh my gosh, it's too difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult. This one with that little pull, I do love it. Or this one with the pull. It pops up a little bit more. Okay, choices. Choices, but I think I love the dots more. Yep. Okay, made up my mind. I am gonna do the dots and then I will see what I'm gonna do on the cover first, and let's continuing. Oh, by the way. Yeah. I was just thinking, and I'm gonna think with you. I was just thinking, well, if I put the pull in here, this little big bread inside, then I still have to watch this. But of course, we add or a stack the deck or a waterfall hinge, so that covers up everything. It's only for this that I cover this up with black. Alright. Sorry, I always thinking, why did I did that? Why do I did that? Why? Okay guys, I am just going to, and I'm just gonna add the paper as we normally would do, with just that little tiny black edge all the way around. Okay, let me check that out. Where is that mark? Oh, here it is. Did the guys just say Hoya? That means they are leaving. Yeah. Guys, men at work are noisy. They are noisy. Don't talk that loud. I can hear you. Yep, I hear cars moving. Oh my gosh. Happy. Alright, so this is the album. Then you move it this way. And then you just glue this down. Because we do have something written on here, so okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, I really love it. Love it. Okay, I am gonna add that pool on it, otherwise I will forget about it. Okay, searching for the middle, and then this way. What's the middle here? Alright, so that is my middle. Punching a hole. I'm gonna make it a little deeper, a little bit bigger, because the board has pretty wide thick legs. Oh no, I still hear them working outside. I think they just had a talker. Oh wait just a sec. Needs to be this way. I was almost flipping this around, but that's not, because this is gonna be the pool. This way. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, how can we make this as flat as possible? Just squeeze it. There you go. Did I squeeze too much? Oopsie daisy. I think I did squeeze it a little too flat. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I had no idea that I squeezed it so hard that this moved. Now this is moving. Well, it is sturdy. Oh, they are talking so loud. Now I don't mind that this is turning. That's, ouch, no big deal. Okay, so how does it look right now? If this is completely full, of course, it will be. Oh my gosh. Then it looks like this. Oh my goodness, I love it. So cool. Oh yes. Oh, I love it. Love it so much. How are these? They are pretty sturdy. So cool. Yeah, okay, so for the first thing that if you will see this box, then you will think that this is a drawer too, but it's the pull out of a little album. Yeah. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna decorate the front and the back, and then I'll come back to you wondering what paper I like to use for that. Alright, I'll come back to you when I decide, because that takes a little longer. Okay, guys, so I choose for these two papers for, this would be the front, so I still can add a nice label at the front to put a name on or anything that you like to write on. I definitely smoothed the edges a little bit more, so it's got a nice curved, not curved, but a nice smoochy touch. And at the back I used this blue stripe to let it come back for the tower. Alright, so yeah, I really like how this turned out. Nice, clean, little cute album. That it still has a size of, well, if I use it fully, it's a 5 3/4 by 8, of course. And so yeah, you still can add loads of things in here. So what kind of pages do I like to see in here? Well, definitely I like something with pockets. I love pockets, you know that. So yeah, and definitely I also like some pages where you can add nice little 3x4 pictures on them. I'm not gonna make those pages thick, so I'm gonna make flat pages. No idea how many I can add in here, but let's say I am gonna glue these down pretty much on the edge. That means that I have 1.5 inch left. So I could, and what if I add these each 1/4 inch? That leaves me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. If I do that 1/4, I do love it. Which binding system is the best way to do that? So I'm gonna think of that on my own and I'll come back when I decided what and how. Alright, but at least we're going to make this as simple as possible. Just a nice simple journaling album. Okay guys, I changed my mind. I want to do 6 pages and a stack the deck hinge, because we do not have much space to do a waterfall hinge. So yeah, let's try it out. Don't start, just watch what I'm doing. So the first thing that we want is to see how wide this is, and well, the spine is 8 and I want it just a slightly smaller. So I am gonna make the stack the deck 7/3/4, I guess. Yeah, 7/3/4. So that's the first thing that I'm gonna cut my papers in 7/3/4. 7/3/4. Check again if I like that. Actually pretty small. How about, yeah, I'm just gonna grab another piece of paper, not 7/3/4, but that last one, that's 7/7/8. Let's do a 7/7/8. I think that's a bit better. See? Yeah, that is what I like. Not too small, not too big, but just a little smaller. Alright, that is what I'm going to be working with. Alright, so I'm going to grab my scoring thing. I don't need the wideness, I guess, so I'm just not going to unwrap it. How wide we are going to make this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first... Alright, so in between, it's 5 1/16, 0.8 centimeters. That is 5/16, 5/16 inch, 5/16. 5/16, not... I mentioned this wrong. 5/16 inch in between, guys. So that means that the first one needs to be 5/16 and the last one also, but in between, oh my gosh, I have to measure that, and I'm terrible at that. I know I am terrible at that. So I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm guessing it's the 1/3/16 that we need to score. I'm terrible at this. Okay, fingers crossed we can do this. Alright, a 5/16. How do I see that on this board? I don't. Okay, guys, this is not gonna work with this scoreboard. So that leaves me with just making marks first. Oh, and by the way, Blah, 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 blah. Of course, the first, it's just the opening that is the 5/16. So the first thing that we do need to score is just a 1/2 inch. I think that's wide enough for that, and then in between this one. So, oh my gosh. So yeah, I think that's the 1.5, isn't it? 1.5, I guess. So the next score line I need to score at 2, and then I have to cut it also a 1/2 inch. Let me check that out. Do I have that much space then? I don't think so. This is way too small. 1/2. Okay, 5/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I think I can better count it. That's better for me, at least. Okay, guys, so if I use my inches, I definitely gonna score the first one at a 1/2. I'm gonna move my ruler away, and yeah, I'm a counter. I'm terrible at all these measurements, but it's just, and I'm gonna make the next one, I'm gonna remake it with the centimeters too. But I'm gonna count till, so I have a 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is a 5/8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm totally. Yeah, I know. This is just my way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for some reason the last one at least is at 9/16. Okay, now I am gonna check that out if this, yeah, it does fit. Alright, okay, cool. Now I can give you the right measurements. Yeah, I can. At least I hope I can. First, I am gonna cut this shorter. Oh, I definitely need another blade to put in. But anyway, so the first one is a 1/2 inch. And of course I'm going to turn this over, and then this one is also a 1/2 inch. But you want to know how wide this is then. I am going to give you that. That is 1/5 inch. Okay, 5/8. Well, 2/5 inch. Yeah, 2/5 inch. If you cut your papers, 2/5 inch, and then score on each side a 1/2 inch. That gives us the first one, and it still fits. Yeah. And yeah, in centimeters, for those who like to know, it's 6.7 centimeters. For those who like to know. And then you also can score 1/2 inch each side. Okie dokie. Now for the next one. Yeah. See, I am terrible at measurements, but it takes time. And yeah, I should do this without you earlier, but well, sometimes I just do follow along, and you can better watch me first doing it. Alright, so for the next one, yeah. Okay, for the next one, of course, we need to score 1/2 inch. Of course. 1/2 inch. And then we need, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? Yep, 3. Okay, then 1/2 inch further. I do. I'm gonna cut this first. I do. Okay, guys. What measurement is this? Do you wonder what size this is? Well, let me first check it out if I am correct. If I put this on, am I? Yes, I am. 5/8 away. Okay, guys, so the next one is gonna be, okay, 1 1/15/16. Oh my gosh, what measurements? 1/16. And for the centimeters, people, that's 5. Okay, that is 1 and that is 2. All right, that is that. Phew, let's go to the next one. Fold it. So you can check it out like this. All right, now for the last one. Yeah. The last one, oh, wait just a sec. Yep, this way. Otherwise I make a mistake. The last one, again, 1/2 inch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, cutting it. I'm gonna give you the measurements in a second. Yeah. Checking. Okay, guys, so this one is 1/3/8. I'm gonna write this down better. 1/3/8, and in centimeters it's 3.5. And this is number 3. Okay, and then this I can put away. This one I can fold it down. Okay guys, these are the things that we need for our stack the deck. One, 2, 3. Yes! Okay, so yeah, this is how I do it. Now this one goes on top here and this one on top here, and then you have a nice binding system. Cool. Now how I'm gonna add these the best way I think it is, I love to make a few marks. So I'm gonna make a mark at 5/16 on the left side and on the other side too, so I can put these a little bit better on instead of being not straight. I'm gonna try to be as close as possible. To the edge. Yes, and if you think you are straight, burnish it down. Alright, now I'm gonna do exactly the same with the next one, especially the next one I can't fold it easily. Okay. Put some glue on. Okay, I'm gonna line this up on the first and the top piece. And then I'm gonna watch if this one is nicely and straight too. It can be a little bit to the left. Just a little tiny bit. Yes! Burnish it down. Here we go. That is our binding system that we're going to use. Cool. Yes. Love it. And it will fit, of course, nicely in here. Fits perfect. Absolutely fits perfect. And I still have that nice clean black edge. Yeah, okay, now I think I'm gonna add some tape over all this before I'm gonna cut this a little in an angle. So I'm just gonna, the next tip that I can give you, if you do this, then just stay a few millimeters away from the fold line, just like this. It's better. It's better, trust me. Alright, so I'm just gonna put my 9mm score tape on these hinges, and when that is done, I'm gonna cut small corners away from it, so my pages, or shall I, oh, I also can add just, I don't know, I'm not gonna make, well, now I'm gonna add 2 sides. I'm gonna make tunnels. Actually, it was not planned to make tunnels, but now I can. I could also just add 1 page on it, but you also can add 2 pages without making a tunnel. And a tunnel means that you have extra storage, but I don't know if that is nice with this small, well, it's not a journal, but it's just a small little project. Well, anyway, I just a tiny little corner can be cut. Try to be as close as you can to the corner. Okay. And the last one. There we go. That's it, guys. That's the binding system that I'm going to use. The Stuck to Duck binding system. Okay, for those who likes to have a little note on for the measurements for my stack the deck, then it's 2/5 of an 8 by 7/7 of an 1/8 inch, or 6.7 by 20 centimeters. You cut those pieces of paper. Then the second one is 1/15/16 by 7/7 of an 1/8 inch, or 5 centimeters by 20. And the third piece is 1/3 of an 1/8 inch by 7/7 of an 1/8, or 3.5 by 20 centimeters. You score all both sides at 1/2 inch, and then you get 3 of these. Alright, so pause me and write it down. Sorry for my bad handwriting, but I was a little in a hurry. Alright, that's that. Let's go to the pages. What kind of pages do I like to make? No idea. Like I told you, I want to keep it flat but simple. I'm gonna add this in here. How I'm gonna do that, I think I am gonna put some tape on here, and tape and glue, that is what I'm gonna use. So first of all, I am gonna use tape as close as I can get to the edge. Here we go. And then put some in the middle. Fits one more. Here we go. Burnish this down, 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 down. Peel this off. Okay, I am going to use some glue too, just in case. Just in case it's getting loose. Or someone having a really bad song in his car. Okay, let me put this in, and then we can let this dry. Okay, nicely in the middle, moving till I am satisfied that it's nicely correct everywhere. I think I'm done with that. I think it's a little tricky because of the bread, but take your time to do it. Use some clamps or, oh wow, just a sec, I do have these ones. These are very, very nice and small. Well, I think I even can just, these are pretty small, but you know the drills. These are small pieces like this. I think these fits even better, but you know the drills. You know the drills. Think about having these on its place, then I can burnish it down way better, I guess. Then it will not move everywhere. Well, at least I hope. Let's hope for that. That it will not move as much as I do not like that. So I'm gonna let these sit down, and in the meantime I burnish this down as good as possible, as tight as possible with that bread in the middle. Just burnish it down. Use that bread. Pushing it down. Take your time. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let this nicely dry. Oh, there could be one more. Yeah. There could be one more right here. There could be. Yep, here it is. Gonna let this dry. And in the meantime, I'm gonna think a little on what pages do I like on the inside. Okay. Yep, that is nice. Let it dry. 6 pages. Not 6 pages, but still